Okay, in this step we're going to show you how to replace the control switch on a WS-28TB range hood. As you can see, we already gained access to the internal components, but we still don't actually have access to the main control mount for the control switch. Now you can see here, coming from the inside, we can actually see where the main harness is for the control switch. But first things first, we're actually going to have to remove this outer plate here, which is holding the LED light fixtures in place. And we're going to go ahead and do that by removing these two outer screws here. We have one on the left, one on the right. Let's go get those screws taken out so we can bring this panel down. Okay, now that we have both screws out, we can actually go ahead and bring this panel down. Okay. Now you can either set this aside, but for safety, so we're not actually pulling on any of the wires when you would be doing this installation at your house, we'd recommend to go ahead and disconnect the light so you're actually not pulling on the wires and causing any damage. So you can actually go ahead and disconnect that. Make sure you remember to where these connections go to. We can go ahead and set this panel aside. Now we're free to have more access to actually remove the bracket itself along with the harness. And the control switch itself is actually being held in place by a bracket which is mounted to the body by these two screws, 1 and 2 here. So we can actually go ahead and remove those two, and then that's when the control switch will come out. But before we do that, let's go ahead and disengage it from the main harness. Okay, now we can go ahead and remove these two screws and gain access to the control switch. Okay, now that we remove both screws, now we can actually go ahead and hold on the switch and bring out the bracket. And as you can see, now we've uninstalled the control switch, and it's actually being held in place to this bracket by these two outer screws here. So simply we can go ahead and uninstall this, replace it with the new one, reverse the steps, and reconnect our switch, and we're good to go.